Ovviamente grazie anche a Patrick Hendrick per la sua collaborazione.
Hi Jamie, welcome to Cremonese. I'd like to start with what the sporting director was saying when he mentioned that if a month ago someone had said to him that he could have signed Jamie Vardy, they would have called him crazy. I imagine it wasn't only Cremonese that were very keen to sign you, but you were also very keen to move here. What was it that actually pushed you to sign for Cremonese and to move to Italy in the first place?
Thank you. Originally, there was talk of it happening, and obviously coming into a different country, it's tough. So you need to make sure you have them conversations with my wife, the kids, loved ones, because it is going to be a big change. But one thing that happened was, thanks to technology, I was able to get on a Zoom call with the manager, spoke for 45 minutes to an hour, showing his passion for the club and how he's wanting to try and push on, and just looking in his eyes and what he wanted, that really resonated with myself. And I think as a footballer, it's always nice to feel wanted. You want to be able to go straight in. You know you wanted, work hard straight away, knuckle down on the training field, and then obviously once you're called upon, give your all during the game.
Hi Jamie, we saw the exciting scenes here in Cremona when you first joined, and some people have even compared your arrival in Cremona to the reception Cristiano Ronaldo got when he signed for Juventus. How have your first few days been in Cremona, with the fans obviously, but also with the coach Davide Nicola and your new teammates at the training ground?
No, it's been absolutely brilliant. I was told it was quite a quiet city, which I'll be honest, for the past few days it's not been that quiet, but it's been really enjoyable meeting the fans, whether I've gone out for dinner or lunch. Getting to explore, going to the top of the tower was unbelievable with the panoramic views. But the football side, language, it's difficult at the moment, but the one thing that's always constant is football's its own language. You can always talk through football, so being able to train with the lads, being made to feel welcome, it's been a great start and definitely a great first week.
Hi Jamie, there's a lot of excitement surrounding Cremonese at the moment. 6 points from 6, they're top of the league, a newly promoted side. Since you've joined, there's even more buzz around the club. There's a real spotlight on Cremonese. You helped perform a miracle at Leicester City. At one time, Leicester were a newly promoted side themselves. Do you see any parallels there? Do you think there is scope to potentially rewrite history in a similar vein? You that don't necessarily put any ceilings, any limit on things, do you see scope to achieve something really special here?
No, I think having sat down with the manager and the owner, the main task is making sure we stay in the league. And if I'm honest, that's how it was when I was at Leicester. There was never any, we're going to go for this. It was always, we need to stay in the league. That's the main thing. So all you do, you go out, you take each game one by one, you give your all. What will be will be. Back then we ended up winning quite a lot, and that's football. At the end of the day, on a normal match day, it's 11 v 11, and anyone can beat anyone. So we'll just be working as hard as we can on the training field to make sure that we're ready for every single game that comes up. Take them one by one, and we'll see where that takes us. Yeah, I mean, like I say, during the summer on the Instagram, I was making sure that I was keeping myself fit and in shape. Managed to enjoy and have a little longer summer with my family, which as footballers we don't normally get, so that definitely benefited me as well. And yeah, getting back into training, like I say, it's been great up to now, with getting used to how the team works together, what the patterns are, what's asked of me as a striker. So all in all, it's been great. Like I say, I've kept myself as fit as I possibly could, and now that fitness is going up every day with training. So as for Monday, that's it's obviously not down to me. I'd happily say yes, but that's obviously down to the manager to pick.
I imagine your kids are your biggest fans. Did you promise them anything before you moved here to Italy and to Cremona?
No, there was nothing promised. I had to tell them, obviously it's the dad moving to a different country, so they needed to know, but there was a lot of excitement from them, a lot of excitement, and in due course they will be out here, but there's a process to go through, obviously with the visas and stuff, but it's going to be an enjoyable experience, not just for myself in playing football, but for the family. They'll be learning new languages, getting used to what it's like living in Italy. So it's one thing as a family that we're all really looking forward to.
Hi Jamie, it's the first time you've been playing football outside of England. What did you think about Serie A before you signed for Cremonese? What do you think about the Italian top flight now you've spent your first few days and weeks here? And before the deal was finalised, did you have the opportunity to speak to Claudio Ranieri?
No, I mean, to be fair, ever since I was a kid back in the UK, they used to show all of the Serie A games on Channel 4, so it was great to have football on a Sunday morning to be able to watch it. But obviously over the years you get to see the Italian games because every single game is live now. There's always a channel that you can pick it up on, and it's a really good league. It's as simple as that. It's one of the top leagues. You can see this is slightly different from the Premier League, probably more tactical, a bit more possession, but even last year I was playing with Enzo Maresca, and he's brought that style with him to the UK, so it's not like I've not been involved in teams that can play that way. So really looking forward to it. As for the Ranieri bit, I've not had a chance to speak to him yet, no, but I know that he's sung my praises to the manager, so I better not let him down. I think the thing for me personally is throughout my career I've been doubted, always have, probably always will still, and what I've always managed to do is turn that around and prove them all wrong. And I think, speaking with the manager, there was a lot of doubt in Italy about Cremonese being able to stay in the league, and with how the manager is and the passion he's got and his work ethic, that's not what he wants. And I think with how the lads have started, it's been unbelievable. We know it's a long season, but that's the road he's wanting to go. It's wanting to be the underdogs that are overachieving. So being able to be a part of that and prove people wrong and fight for this badge, that was definitely one of the reasons. You must be one of the doubters, and you're one that I'll have to prove wrong. Now, listen, for me, age is just a number. It really is. As long as, and I've always said it, as long as my legs are still doing exactly what they used to and still feel as fresh as they do, then I will carry on. And at the moment, there's no signs of them slowing down, so I'll keep going, and like I say, I'll be giving my all for this club.